Yeah, come on. Welcome, guys. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Soccer Lords. If this is your first time, please take your time. Sit back. Take a look at that subscribe button and smash it. Smash that subscribe button because we are here to serve you the best way we can. As long as you're a Manchester United fan, this is the best place to be. All right, so a quick one. In this video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be running through a match prediction lineup for our game against Fulham tomorrow. Now, I know it's a lot to talk about, but yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. So, um, I'll be as precise as possible. I'll be as quick as possible because I would not want to take your time. Let's get into it. So, in goal, I will be starting. Guess who? Onana. Yeah, Onana. I will be starting Onana. I mean, he has proven himself since he came back from AFCON. Yes, it was a bit rusty, but then he pulled up a lot of saves against Luton in the last game. By the way, you should know that playing against Luton in their home is a difficult task. Manchester City struggled to come up with a 2-1 win. Liverpool's first leg was a 1-1 draw. It was a 1-0 draw. It was just recently they were beaten 4-1. I think 4-1 or 4-0. Can't remember that score line now. And they beat Brighton 4-0 in their home. I mean, they're a difficult side to play against when it comes to going to their home. All right. So big credits to Manchester United. Yeah, people will say that how we're celebrating a win against Luton. I mean, they're a proper team. They play good basic football. I mean, you understand what I mean. So that is not a pushover team. They're doing really well. It's just that they are still missing out on. Anyway, Luton is not our problem. All right. So what we're focusing on today is match prediction. So, like I said, I will be starting Onana in goal, and then I will be starting Rafael Varane. Right there, Rafael Varane, the World Cup winner. Yes. And this is a shocking one, okay? I'm going to be starting Maguire alongside Rafael Varane, okay? Now, there's a trick to this. This is going to be a fluidity game. Our formation, while we are on the ball offensively, will be different from the formation I would prefer we play when we are on the defensive. I mean, when the opposition has the ball. All right, so when we are, okay, now this is at kickoff, okay? So here is how I would prefer we line up. Lindelof, yeah, Shaw is off. Malaysia is not back. So who else is going to play the left full back? It's going to be a little bit dynamic. It's going to be a little bit fluid. I mean, this is at kickoff. I'm thinking this is what we will, have against Luton. And then in the defensive midfield, I'm going to have a double pivot of Kobe Mainu and Casemiro. And then up front, I'm going to have Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes this season has played every game. Big credits to him. As a matter of fact, he has had more chances created. He has created more chances than any player in the Premier League this season. So big credits to him. It's a huge achievement for this young man. He's doing a lot of good for Manchester United. Big credits to him. Yes, he can have his downtime, can have his downside. He can play some silly, crazy football at times, but he's a great player. And this is at kickoff. All right, so let me just make it look like this. Let's see what we have at kickoff, right? Kickoff. I will go with Marcus Rashford there, Alejandro Garnacho there, and Rasmus Højlund there. This would be my lineup at kickoff, okay? So this is how I would say we line up at kickoff, okay? So when we are on the offensive, I would love to see Rasmus Højlund taking care of all this angle, all right? He's, for me, an, a complete player when it comes to a classical number 9, a complete number 9. He's very good with his back to goal. He's very good with his footwork. He's very good with his shot on goal. Even though he's struggling with getting balls fed to him by Rashford and Garnacho, it's really a tough thing to do. I mean, it's taking a whole lot coming back into the midfield to help with the midfielders to get the ball up front. That's a whole lot to do for a 21-year-old. So big credits to him too. He's really doing well. So when we are on the ball, I would like to see this kind of game. If Shaw was in this game, I would have loved to see Shaw up front like this, Garnacho, Dallo up front like this, Bruno, Kobe Mainoo like that, like so, and like so. All right, this is what I would have loved to see. But Shaw is not available. So this is evidently what we're going to do. I think this is what we're going to do because pushing Lindelof too high up the midfield is risky. I mean, too risky. So Rashford would be there, Bruno will be there, Kobe Mainoo takes care of that, and then we'll have this. Okay, so for the spare man up front, we're going to have, we would have had a spare man up front in person of Luke Shaw, but then I can't trust Lindelof. I would rather have Lindelof play deep into the defense, not too high up the midfield with his long passes. I mean, he also does those long passes like Martinez. So I would want him not to go beyond this line. Even Maguire. The only time Maguire is permitted to go up front is when we have set pieces. Okay, so he can drift up forward, and then we have Rafael Varane also drifting in forward, and then we have Bruno taking the free kick, right? And then Kobe Mainoo sitting deep, sitting in front of, and then he is here. Garnacho is, all of them are just there. I mean, Garnacho should be somewhere here. There's no way he'll be contesting for the ball there. And Casemiro. So this is for our set piece. We'll have this, locking deep. And there was something that Maguire did in the game against Luton. I noticed this. He did it more than once, more than twice. So when the ball comes from the corner flank, right, from the corner, this guy stays on the shoulder of the last man. Rasmus Højlund stays on the shoulder of the last man. And then Maguire drops the ball for this young man, for Rasmus Højlund, making sure he is not offside. That was how we had our first goal against Luton. If you noticed, it was cleverly done. He did it before. He didn't notice what was going to happen. He did it the second time, and then Rasmus Højlund scored the goal. Okay, so like I said, this is what I would want to see in terms of our offensive play. All right? There, and there. All right, so we can have shots from, he's good with it, with his foot, both left foot, right foot, he's good. Bruno, left foot, right foot, anyone could come in, and we should have a lot of chances being created. And, optimistically, if there is something like that, I don't know what I just said. Does that even exist? Anyway, all right, so chances created, goals put away. All right, so for our offensive play, I would love to see this defensive play. Have this, have this, have this, have this, right? So we'll have this. By the way, you all should know, every typical Manchester United fan should know that Manchester United is one of the best offensive, counter-attacking team in the Premier League. So this is one of the reasons why we have Casemiro and Kobe Mainoo sitting deep, right? So he is the anchor man. This young man also has the ability to play the anchor man. And then this is creative playmaker. And then the prolific winger on both ends. And then the goal poacher, the fox in the box. So if they all move together all at once, you can imagine what happens to that attack. All right. So this is exactly what I would love to see Manchester United play against Fulham. If you have a different lineup, please feel free to drop it in the comment section. I would love to see your selection. I mean, I hope we bang in a win tomorrow. Please, if this is your first time, please consider hitting the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share this video. Please follow, please subscribe. It will go a long way to help us on this channel. Thank you for your time, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.